Oh, okay, folks, and here we are in Avorion again, and I was I was going to delay going online there a little bit, but one of the persons I'm subscribed to just to keep an eye on some of the, let's just say, the odd time someone gets something wrong, kind of deal. This individual is now going around telling people that you can use Quixel Bridge to import and export in any way, shape, or form. Okay, which is false. You are allowed to use Quixel Bridge for personal use using any software. If you want to go commercial, you can only do it in the Unreal Engine for free. If you wanted to use Blender, you have to get a license from Quixel in order to do so, as well as other software packages. Okay? And the reason I say this is because this guy has a lot of followers and he's blatantly wrong. Okay? And the reason I know that is I actually and other people made sure we asked that question in Quixel's 2020 live stream, which they answered very clearly. Okay? For personal use, you can use Blender and anything else you want. As soon as you're commercial, that changes. So in other words, this guy just committed copyright infringement, okay, on his own channel by showing you exactly what to do because he is monetized. You understand? Like you understand now, guys, why you got to be careful with these things, okay? This is like one of those things where okay, I'm not monetized right now, it wouldn't be such a big deal to me, right? But they could still put a claim on you. And in fact, Unreal even has a forum section for reporting copyright infringement. Okay? Now, more than likely, they would not bother with the guy because, you know, he's not doing something on purpose, but he has to retract this. So I left some messages there, and, you know, let's see how that goes. I can guarantee you there's going to be a bunch of people just yip, 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 at you, you know, because that's the troll armies of every single channel, right? Meanwhile, I'll just go get the link to the live stream and show them at the timestamp where I ask the question and how they answer it. How you need a paid license to use it in Blender, okay? The idea is that the reason why it can be used freely in Unreal is because Quixel can give its own self, like it's owned by Unreal, which is owned by Epic Games. Once Epic Games says, okay, you have permission to do this, fine. And it doesn't cost anybody any extra money. In fact, it then gives your products a leg up. This is why you would have a paid license for things like Blender, Cinema 4D, all these other packages, right? In other words, use the Unreal Engine, right? Like this, the other part that they are saying is that they wanted to show was the ability to take your assets from other things and import them into the engine this way. Okay, it kind of gets around, you know, the need to do a lot of things. Okay, which is fine. Okay, now they just did an update. I haven't checked my thing again. I'm probably going to have to update this damn thing again, right? I mean, you get one thing update and then you get the next thing update. I mean, it's just an update hell, you know? Like, but anyway. Uh, so, yeah. I wanted to get that out of the way because straight off the hop, you know, I'm sitting there watching this guy trying to make it sound like, you know, people can run off to, you know, in Blender and start pulling down Quixel assets and start making video games and modifying and editing the things and stuff like that and then make money off it. Well, no, you can't. You can if you put it into Unreal Engine, okay? Now, if you want to do that, you better go and talk to Quixel and make sure you know exactly what the point is. Don't listen to this guy anymore because this is like the third or fourth time he's been blatantly wrong. I mean, he told me about some software one time that was free. No, it wasn't. Okay? You had to suddenly give this guy your email address and a whole bunch of other shit before the software would install. I'm like, that's not free. That's taking my data and everything else. What am I put on a list and he can sell the list. Yeah, exactly. You know, this is why I try to help you guys and show you guys things that are not fake news, right? That you know is true, right? And won't get you in any trouble. You know, like that's another point, right? Like, seriously, man, he needs to go watch the bloody live stream. Then, you know, like you don't like, and that was a couple of days ago. You know, like it's not like people haven't had time to disseminate what the question and answers that were in the live stream either, right? It wasn't that it was hard to understand what the response was. No, you need a paid license if you're going to use Blender in a commercial sense. Oh, okay, thank you. And then they wanted to talk about the import-export tool, right? So that was coming and how it would get better over time. So that you could just import your meshes and different things. That would be something into that tool to bring into the Unreal Engine, right? It's not that they don't, and the whole premise here is he's going the wrong way with the way that Quixel and Unreal is thinking. They're not wanting you to use Blender if they can help it, okay? They want you to do as much as possible in their engine and ecosystem, okay? That's why they got it free for Unreal and paid for everyone else in the commercial sense. But if you want to use it non-commercially, they don't have a problem with it because nobody's losing any money. You see what the whole point there is? It's all about money. I'm just doing a little tour around while I talk. And yeah, so that's a little concerning because when I see bullshit, I like to call it out. But I didn't go like hostile about it. But this guy should know better. He talks about game engines and free stuff and other things, and it's kind of a little race between me and him sometimes to get information out, right? Well, he's 2 days behind all this, and not only that, he's blatantly committing, he's going to get himself claimed if they wanted to, right? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be that guy on him either, so that's it. Just once somebody sees something my post in that thread, somebody's going to go and do it probably, and then he'll be thinking it's me and it wasn't. So, but anyway, I'm just kind of like telling him you should be taking that shit down, man. It's just, oh my god, what do you do with people, right? Where are these pirates? Over where? Over here. Yeah, so there was a little mini update to this thing. I don't know what it did, but anyway. I guess I'm too far away there. Taken care of. There we go. So anyway, I'll hop into the chat here for a minute. Yeah. So there's another game coming out tomorrow that's from Unreal or Epic. It's a little bit odd. I was looking at it. It's just strange. It's just strange. Anyway. Yeah, and Warhammer came out with a 300 megabyte update and basically forced everybody to download, two copies of the game for a 300 megabyte upload, so I uninstalled it. And what was funny is, when I uninstalled it, I got 72 gigabytes of space back. Yeah, eh? Yeah. Yeah, you know, like so there won't be any more Warhammer, Total War Warhammer on this PC because I'm just sick and tired. I'm not wrecking my bloody hard drive for these assholes. You know that is it's damaging to your hardware, man. To constantly every time they go do an update every week, right? And you're downloading 56 gig or 72 or 80 gig or something because it just kept adding and adding. So it wants to download 112 gigabytes every time. You know, I mean you spend what 2 days of the week downloading a stupid update that's 300 megabytes in size that's 112 megabytes or gigabytes. I mean, what the hell? That's just that's just wrong. That's just wrong. Anyway, go into pause mode here. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, what was I gonna do? This thing. Plunk. Anyway. Come on. Back into reality here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, Bob Iger's gone, and he'll stick around for 22 months teaching the new guy the ropes to make sure he knows what he's doing. And everybody's going, woo. So I went and found a business page with the guys, a whole bunch of stuff on the guy, and just handed it out to everybody. And you got people on the board of directors that were saying how for the last couple of years they were looking to replace him. It's just that, as one other person posted out, the merger with Fox kind of complicated things, and you don't want to be changing your CEOs during a merger. It's bad for business. So they waited till everything calmed down. The stock price probably isn't moving any which way. All the movies are out, and then he steps down, right? And then lets the other guy slowly ease into his job. That's how you do it, guys. I mean, it's not. It doesn't sound like a big push to me to change anything because he's the guy that was in charge of the Galaxy's Edge Park. I mean, that's doing so well. Like they don't care. They got so much of that money from the Marvel stuff that it's it'd take 20 years and they could do nothing and just keep everyone walking around and doing nothing, which seems to be what they're doing because if they really wanted to make a movie that made money, right? 4.5 billion people on the internet, right? They could make one that even a billion people would watch. That'd be a $10 billion movie at $10, right? Right? That's what I'm saying, right? So when you get 800 million or you get less than 4 billion, you're a failure as far as I'm concerned. That's a fail. But hey, they're making money, you see. If it costs 300 million to make and they get 800 million, that's $500 million they didn't have before. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're not going to change until they're not making money. You understand? And that's going to be a long time yet. There. Takes care of that shit. Be careful shooting at things when we're right next to a station. Oops. I just bumped into you. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But anyway. Yeah. What are we at here? 1 o'clock in the afternoon. On a Wednesday. Which way should I go here? We're getting close to that middle area, right? Where is it? It's right there, eh? Whew. What's over here? Some of this. Okay. Yeah. So I won't do too long of a live stream today, but I just wanted to make sure that people know that what the actual business is with this Quixel bridge. It's not free completely for everything. It's free in the Unreal Engine, and it's free for personal use for every other type of software. And if you want to use it commercially, you need to you are required to get a license from the people at Quixel. Okay, he's done. Now let's go get the blue thing from him. If there's one there. Is there any there? Nope. Yeah, take the missiles. Big deal. Barely hurt. Okay, now I'll take you out. Piece at the bottom here. Okay. Zoten technology. There we go. That's what we're after here. We're hunting little numpies here. Oh, he's taking a shot. It's the end of him. Look. Yeah, there's a blue piece right there. Nope, wasn't anything. Okay. Oh, he's doing one of these teleports. Lock on him. Alright, let's go get his blue thing. That should be his Odin technology. Yep. Where is that other guy shooting at me? There he is. that. Thank you. I think that's it for them around here, eh? Those little colored things you see are the different types of materials I could mine. There's an object you can, a mod you can, a system mod you can put in your ship that will tell you where they are, so you can mine various types of materials. And I'm going to just keep going this way. So far, lasers are pretty good. Yeah. So I'll have to go back to that live stream and point out where I asked that question, as well as several other people, so that we can show this other person that they shouldn't be, you know, telling people false shit. Like, wow. That's the kind of thing that could get you in serious trouble with YouTube as well, you know, like if it got him. Okay, let's go get his blue item. Oh. Turn around. Take the other guy behind you. This guy or this guy? Which guy was closer? This one. Alrighty. Or maybe this one. This guy. Alright. Take you out. Okay. There's three blue things. Shit. Take that. So technology, and then we'll take care of this guy. His blue item. And turn around. Okay. One underneath that. That's good. Okay. There's a couple. Crap. Turn around. Nothing off him, but I'll grab that exceptional. Okay. Head into the chat for a minute. Not too bad, not too bad, actually pretty good. Feeling a little better today. I don't know, I had some kind of a cough or something, and something was bugging me in the air, whatever, you know. And today, you know, a little better. And like I say, if you watched the beginning of the stream there, I'm subscribed to over 1,000 people, and so I keep an eye on a lot of different things, right? And there's usually a guy that does a lot of the Unreal stuff. He'll post stuff that they give out for free. The difference is that he's just putting a link, and I show the use of it in the engine, right? So I'm showing you how it can be used, or what it would look like in the game engine. And he posted a rather stupid thing today where he even showed, basically he did copyright infringement, okay, because he's monetized, and here he is showing that he can put something into Blender, change it, and bring it back into, this bridge program that then you could take into Unreal and do something commercially with it, which is false, right? You need a license from Quixel in order to use Blender in a commercial sense. It is only free if you go from Quixel to Unreal and then do something, right? They have a ton of assets you can do that with, but if you want to take it somewhere to a third-party package outside of and export it into, say, Blender, you're going to need a license if you're going to do it commercially. For personal use, it's free. And that's where he screwed up. He's thinking, oh, they're saying it's free. Well, no, it's free for personal use. And it was I actually asked that in the live stream with them, as did other people, and it was very clear. You need to get a license to use it in the commercial sense for any other third-party software other than the Unreal Engine, which it is then free for commercial use. So, and the other part was then they talked about importing and exporting assets, and if you were watching and you didn't pay attention to that first question, you would assume incorrectly that things were free, right? So I'm like, buddy, you need to go back and watch the live stream. Watch the questions that were asked about Blender and watch the responses from them about needing a paid license, okay? They said it once or twice, and then someone else asked it again, and they weren't listening, and the question just left sitting there, okay? If he had tuned in at that point, no one would have answered, right? But the answer was already given, so why are they repeating themselves, right? That's part of the problem with a live stream, is that you don't necessarily get questions answered properly at the right time. Yeah, whatever's left of whatever was bugging me. So anyway, yeah, other than that, we got another distress signal. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go up and do that. Anyway, yeah. Other than that, no, I'm feeling a little better. Won't do too long a stream, and maybe then, here we go. I'm gonna help these people quick. They're done. One down. We'll flip up this way. Come on, shoot. Another one done. Gotta wait. Oh, get out of the way, you stupid retards. Jeez. Okay, I'll take them. Bye-bye. Barely hurt him. He's done. Okay. Who else is shooting at me? Shields out. Leave him be. This guy. You need to die. Alright. You're next. Who else is next? Oh, they're just slamming at me here. Where's this guy? Okay. leg today, eh? Okay, let's look at the mess back up by these ships. Be a bit of loot up here. Back up. The heck with it. Let's do it the easy way. Okay, what else is around there? Anything special? There we go. That's enough of that. Keep going. Looks like there's one right there, eh? Yep. Okay. So one thing to, a lot of people are trying to go panicky about that corona thingy. One thing to realize is that by all the statistics that they have, okay, with this thing, the flu is actually more dangerous. It kills more people as a percentage of people that are infected, okay? However, because of the non-infectious nature of that virus, or non-as lethal, it means it will probably infect more people in the long term. Which means now we have the flu, the cold, and that thing to worry about every year for the rest of our lives as it mutates into silliness, because whatever. And eventually one of these things is going to mutate into something just beautiful, wonderful, you know what I mean? That's why, I think I've got a flu shot twice in 20 years. And what's interesting about that is, while I was on Percocet for pain medicine, I never had a cold or a flu at all. Okay, ever. Okay, when I come off of it, then I start getting sick again, or whatever, right? So that's just, and I think what the medicine does is, it's not that you don't get it, it's that it hides the symptoms, like the coughing and the, you having a headache and all that stuff, right? Which in effect might actually allow you to fight the virus a little better because you're not irritating parts of your body like a cough would in the throat, right? That kind of thing. No, I'm not a doctor, so I'll leave that to the medical people to figure out. And you wouldn't want to be handing out stuff like that for a cold. You know what I mean? It's just these are little things that I talk about that as side bits that as far as quality of health actually helped you along on top of that, right? The breathing problem I had from breathing in chlorine gas there years ago, right? It also helps with that situation, right? And you don't take this medicine for that either, but they know that it actually does help people on anxiety. However, it's a little bit extreme to be using that kind of medicine for this. There's other alternatives that you could probably use that would be better. Yes. It's just that if you're in pain, you get the side bonuses of the other things I just talked about, right? So, pain, not much pain today, so, it's just kind of like it's one of these things where when I don't have any pain, right, for a while, I know that, something bad's going to be coming my way, and it's called a back spasm. And it's a different type of pain. It's muscular, and then it's like all your muscles twitching, right? And it causes you serious pain on nerves and things, and then there's nothing. Listen, man, you're talking to a guy that would have access to any known drug in the universe, okay? If I wanted it, right? And I've tried everything. And when that pain comes, there's nothing that works. Nothing. So just take a hint from me, do whatever you can and kind of be as comfortable as you can and sit by a TV or YouTube and just kind of enjoy yourself. This is why I'm glad everyone's here, that, it's not just me doing things, right? That's why I say I love all of you guys. I may not get around to everybody all the time, and, when I'm really hurting, I just want to put on a longer program and just kind of let it ride, you know what I mean? Holy jeez, this is a big fight, is it? Ah, damn Zoten. They're always trying to pick a fight with somebody, eh? I gotta get in here and get that guy dead before he hurts my buddy. Come on. You're done. You're done. Will I save him? Oh, this is going to be a heck of a fight. Oh, this guy. Jeez. You too? Gotcha. Oh, he's still kicking. We made a good mess of this area, eh? This is what's called a Zoten breeding ground. Like kicking a wasp nest or something. Jeez. Okay, I think we got most of the people here. I need to get through there. Technology. Yeah. Up there. Get that one. That'll be another one. Yep. Now, where are other spots did I kill things? There's a couple of them left, eh? There's one right beside him. I gotta get him to move, though. I don't want to shoot at him, Whew. That was a bit of a fight. There we go. There's a little blue piece. Get these for upgrades, man. Yeah. Ooh, a purple? Did I get some purples? Really? I got a legendary? No? I don't know what that purple thing is that I got then. Oh, it's Avorion. Ah. So. Dun, 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 dun. This is that Olo guy that you meet in the first part of the game, so we gotta always keep him safe, right? That was kind of neat. Yeah, what's up, Falcon? How you doing? How's everybody? Yeah, I was just kind of was looking around, going, I'll just hop in the stream, and I saw somebody saying something kind of silly that could get people in trouble. So you know, it's regarding the Unreal Engine and this bridge program that you guys might hear me getting a little ragey about now and then. It's when let's put it this way: textures that you put on objects and things, right, to make scenes look cool in 3D. Unreal or Epic bought this company, and they have a program called Bridge, and it kind of does an in between their website and the Unreal Engine. Well, now they're expanding that to other softwares. However, if you're going to use it in a commercial sense, you had to get a license, right? Unless you're in the Unreal Engine, which you can use it free of charge and do commercial stuff and have fun with it, right? This other turkey, who should know better, went and actually showed people how to actually import something into Blender without a license today, and I'm like, I'm not going to report you, buddy, but I'm going to leave some nice comments in your comment section that your users need to know that you need a license if you're using Blender in a commercial sense. And he's monetized, which means that's a commercial sense. If that video were to make $3,000, he'd have to give Epic 5%, right? On top of that license for Blender. That's part of the deal, right? And that's what you don't understand. These things I do with Unreal, if at some point, with all the Unreal Engine stuff I've done here, I make a total of $3,000, I got to give Epic 5%, right? And that's how the license works. Now that's in any quarter, okay? So if the site took off and I got 1 million users and I'm doing, Unreal stuff all the time, and I make, every couple of days I got a video that's giving me $100 or something, right? Well, if I get one that does $200, that extra $100 puts me over the 3,000 limit. Then I got to give Epic 5%, and that's on top of anything other monies you make from previous videos that, claw in, right? Anyway, other than that, just mucking around. There was a big discussion last night about all this Bob Iger leaving Disney and stuff like that, and what's it mean, and what's all this, and people getting conspiracy theories. So I hopped right on the business angle of the universe, and went and found a really good business site. Dropped to every single one of these types of people that are into the pop culture review stuff. I gave them a really good bio on the new guy that's like 3, 4, or 5 pages about him and everything he's ever done and all this blah blah blah. You know, just so that people, and also that comments from the board of governors saying that this is something they've been looking at doing for a while, and don't panic. That's why it was done at the beginning of the week, right? It's done at the beginning of the week because it's not an issue. If it was something bad, it would have been done on a Friday where nobody's at work and you can't do nothing about it. That's like, you know why you always get fired on a Friday? Because you can't go back to work on the next day and complain to them. You now have 2 days where there's no one there. You're gone. You're out. That's the old business way of doing things. So if it happens in the early part of the week, they aren't considering it a bad thing. And he seems to me like just a carry on of what Iger was doing, from what I read. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And who knows who's going to take his job, right? Right? Like, so that's the second in command job. I don't know. Anyway. So I was having some pretty good fun with this game there, doing salvaging and everything else. And this game comes out out of beta or early access on the 9th. So that's the full version, and then he's going to be doing up some kind of DLC stuff or something, right? I don't know. That's, depends what it is. Like for the amount of time I put into this game, for how cheap it is, for him to do a DLC that's worth it, if you were to think along these lines, it'd have to be a whole new story arc thing, something or other. You know what I mean? Like, because while there is multiplayer for this game and it's fun, right? It's hard on servers, and you would probably have to get a newer AMD multi-threaded, box that's going to be expensive to rent to be able to play this game in a sense. And I would say this: that if you know somebody at AMD or that does AMD reviews, show them this game and say, listen, you want to prove to people you got a really good CPU motherboard thing, right? AMD or Intel. Let's have a contest with this game and see how long the server can run before it needs to be rebooted, because it just can't handle it anymore. Because that's the nature of this game. It goes. I think the longest I've seen this game go is about 3 months, and that was on a type of server you can't buy. You can't buy, okay? And I was invited to it, so it was just like, whoa. It's one of these private little gaming club thingamabobs, something or other. And I don't even know if they're around anymore either. But, the 99% of people play single player with this game. Okay? That's just sort of the thing to think of, right? It's nice having the multiplayer, though. And I notice when I go offline, like if I, let's see here. So if I go over here, right, and you jump, right, the sound it makes when you jump, it goes da-dunk, right, or whatever. But when you play in offline mode, it'll go like explosions and everything. It's like bloody cool. Why isn't that normal? I was like, whoa, this is neat. I gotta play offline more often, Like that little da-da-dun. Imagine about 50 more of those, and like explosions like fireworks and everything else. It's like, woo! It's almost like it was having a hard time doing it because it was trying to call home or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. Alright, here we go again. Gotta collect me some more blue thingies. Alright, who's going to be the first victim in the universe here? Here he comes. Let him come to me. I'll head over this way then. See, they got longer range than me, but I do a whack ton of damage when I get you. And I got weapons that will totally fry shields. Alright, let's get over here and dump this guy. Enough of this shit. Bye-bye. You're dead. Ah, no blue thingies. Meh. Alright, you. Let's blast you into nothing. Anything else? Oh, okay. How's your friends doing here? What's this guy over here? Is this guy closer? Oh, yeah. Hey, buddy. What you up to? Oh, he's firing missiles at me, eh? That's a little streak of stuff right there. Get out of the way of that. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, bugger. Into him. Missile bolts never usually last long. I got shields galore. Oh, this guy, he's gonna start shooting something shortly. Great. There's a blue thing back there. We'll go get that. Looks too dark. Looks like a color. Yep. And the next guy. Oh, he's firing something at me. Kills aliens dead. Who's next? Teleport. Always one of these guys. Shields. Hit him good there. Oh, he's right in front of me again. Hey, buddy. Oh my God. Cute. That's what I wanted. I'll take that. Oh, that's not one. And left. Oh, they all took off. Chickens. Should I go across the rift? Where's the center? Where's the center? It's over this way. Yeah, maybe I should, eh? Let's see. What's over here? Right there. It's a freaky looking planet. Send all the SJWs to that planet. Match their hair color. I think it's funny when people dye their hair blue and pink. It's just like, yep. Shake my head. It was one thing when there was the punker era where it was just all about, really about, you know, being against the man, right? That kind of just, they folded them all into Hollywood, eh? You know that Scully from X-Files, she used to be a punker, eh? Oh yeah. It's just like, hey, you want to make some money? Here, do this. Oh, okay. And that's how that ended. Get a little closer and really zap this guy. Ah, you bugger! He's one of these again. Where is he? Where are you? Did I hit him? Okay, maybe I got him. Must have tagged him. Good. you'd be the next victim, right? That's why it's good to have lasers. Lasers are real quick to hit things. Any blue things? Yep, one there. I know, I see you shooting at me, you fool. Let me just go get my prize first, and I'll deal with you. Ah, shield booster. You need it. Yes, today we're doing more crimes. Just haplessly going running around killing the alien species. Anywhere I find them. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, might as well grab it while I'm over here. And boom. What's left? Nothing. Didn't even hit a piece of garbage. This guy following me around, eh? Maybe not. Hello. I really should check on that station I made in the north end of the galaxy. See if it's still around. That was just a test. It was just a test. I haven't really run into too many bugs in the game, really. I'm just using various different weapons to see how they work against various different foes. Use the crafting cheat thing or whatever, and you build 5 things, and then you go to the research station and upgrade it and get a really cool weapon, and then you just put them all over the front of your ship like I did. What's in here? Nothing? That's weird. Nothing there. Sensors were wrong, Captain. Down this way. So let's go over here. Things are gonna start getting tougher as I go in here. You remember that. Oh. There we go. Doo-dah. Okay, whoa, there's a lot of them in here. Come on. that took a fair bit, eh? Bounce. Now. Ooh, you snuck up behind me, did ya? Two of you. There's this blue thing. Two of them. Take that. I better hurry it up, or I'm gonna end up dead here. Oh, they're green. I gotta do this properly. Make sure I get these things. Okay, so fragment, turn around. There's one up here. I see it. Oh, get out of the way. This guy's trying to turn at the same time I am. Oh, gotcha. Any blue things? Yep. Here they come. Come on, fire. Go. Move it, move it, move it. Take it, go. Let's go, turn around. Down below. I'm losing shields and hull here. They are hurting me. Go. Enough of this. Are you? Go get things while you're deciding to jump around like that, like a fool. He's just about dead anyway. Take this. Turn to the right. Yeah, I know they're hurting me bad here, boys. Get into some serious repairs after this. This guy's still hitting me hard, eh? You. Gotcha. Left. Look at my shields and my hull. Ow. Ow. Ooh. I got my hull back. Go. guys don't mess around out here. Could take a little break here. Say hi to people in the chat. Hey Willie, how you doing? And Dead in Sight and Falcon Gaming. Good to see you guys in here, man. Yeah, just mucking around. I saw a thread on Avorion, like, you know how I got one ship here and I've had like up to 3? Like, one guy has actually done 50 ships. The thing is, in the regular game, it costs you an extra bit of money each new ship, so that it becomes really expensive to actually do it. But you can, you know. Okay, more stuff. Oh, look at this. Look at this star system, eh? Wow, that looks trippy, eh? Ooh. Okay, where do I see a research lab? It says home sector, eh? Any research labs up here? Equipment dock. Oh. Resource depot. Equipment dock. Equipment dock. Nope. Nope. Trying to find a research lab. Guess there's one there. How about here? Here. No. 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 Nope. 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 These people's isn't very scientific. Wow. Gotta go all the way over here somewhere. Really? I mean, this entire area, there's no research lab? That's bizarro land, eh? There's gotta be one up in here somewhere. I just didn't see it. No. Maybe they're just super rare in this galaxy. You get the odd seed that does that to you. Wasn't that just weird? Go over here then. See who's over there. Lunk. Come on. There. There we go. Loading. We are loading up this new sector. We are designing it procedurally. Please keep your seatbelts on. Tick, 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 tick. Meanwhile, at the back of the, well, I'd say bus, but it's not a bus. At the back of the ship. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, first thing we gotta do is go over here. Over here. Come on. Yay. Wow. So it made a little section to there. Come on, do your scanner. Silly, stupid thing. There. Come on. Here we go. Flying around like this again. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum-ba-ba. And the only aspect in this game that's kind of semi-survival is paying your crew. You can always lay crew off and get a smaller ship and then deal with that, right? So let's see here. Yep, 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 meep, 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 meep. Need a honking horn in this game. Beep, 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 meow. Suppose you could add a script for it, but anyway, that'd be something funny. Bind it to a key and they're just running around honking at everybody. Annoy the shit right out of them, eh? I really gotta take that stupid thing off. It's hard to tell what's in the sector. I need an equipment dock in order to buy whatever. Okay. And all these little colored shapes you see are the different types of minerals that I have a system mod in that can scan for them. So if I were mining, I could do that. This, there. Microphone just keeps sliding down my face. That didn't sound right. Oh, Avorion. Okay, just a second here. Allow me to do something. Show you a little bit here. And we'll go over here. I need what here? Hold on a minute. that's all my Avorion stuff. Okay, let's just check it out. Salvaging, I don't want that. I want a mining turret. Show me a mining turret, you fools. All this time and I haven't picked up any of my... Okay. Just a minute here. It's part of a quest. That's why I'm doing that. So when I get the chance, I'll just... Oops. I'm worried about weapons at the moment. Is there a turret factory? Yes, there is. Let's go do this. Oh, I still need to buy a license thing, I think. Would I need to do that for a mining turret? No, I don't think I would. So we'll just go make ourselves an Avorion mining turret. Get over there. A little weak. Turn sideways and slow down. Drift right on by it. Hi. Bye. Look at that, docked perfectly. Bunk. Build turrets. I want a mining laser. I'm gonna have to build a bunch of them. Meh. It's made of ogonite though. Well, I suppose I could use it. Alright. Let me get my pen out. I gotta sort this. Okay, that's it for the stream, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Something's going on here. I don't know. Just suddenly, game's going all stupid laggy. I'll play offline. Yeah. Oh, that's nothing. I've had bigger fights, Willie. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'm just gonna sort this out offline.